Students, today we are going to start our online studies due to ongoing pandemic situation of Omicron variant. So from today we are going to start our first science online lecture, and in that we are going to start our chapter number 4 in standard 9th science. Okay, and that will be the structure of atom. But before we going to start the new chapter, structure of atom, let us take a brief preview on what we have studied so far in the chapter number 3, atoms and molecules. As we have already discussed in the chapter number 3 that all the things in this universe is made up from the some kinds of material. We have subcategorized the material into the 3 parts, and afterwards we have seen that there are totally mainly 5 parts into the universe, mainly 5 parts of the material. And in the scientific language we can say that material is a matter. So we basically divided that material in a 3 portion, that will be the solid, liquid and gas. Afterwards we have seen that more 2 parts of the material has been discovered, and that will be the plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Afterwards we have seen that the matter is a pure form or in a not pure form. We have discussed also that in a second chapter, and then afterwards we have seen that the material is basically made up of some kinds of atoms. Okay, we have seen that if we break down the matters, or if we break down the materials into the smaller particles, it will basically made up the atoms. In the chapter 3 we have seen that we cannot divide the atoms into the further categories, but afterwards of lots of scientific discoveries and lots of discussions, and lots of scientists have noted that basically we can divide the atoms into a subatomic particle, and we have seen that atom is also made up of some kind of atomic particle. So in this chapter we are going to study about that what are that subatomic particles that made the atoms. In that we are going to see about in this chapter that structure of atom. In that we are going to see the structure of atom, and into that we are going to see the 3 main subatomic particles and who are the scientists that has given the concept regarding the structure of atoms. Okay. In that we are going to start basically information with the subatomic particles of the electrons, protons and neutrons. As you already know that this is a very much important chapter, okay, because it will come in the standard 10th also, and the concepts regarding the atoms and molecules are also come in the 11th 12th science. So that is very much important for us to study this. Okay, so that's why we are going to pay proper concentration on this chapter. The first thing is we discussed in this chapter is that in the structure of the atom is that what are the charged particle in the matters. As you can see that we have noted that the basic subatomic particles of the atoms are electrons, protons and neutrons. So in chapter 3 we have seen that there is some kinds of ion, there is some various types of ions are present in this universe. Ions means what? That if an element will categorize, if an material will categorize, or if we divide the materials, okay, then material will be divided into the some portion, and material will be divided into elements, and elements will be further divided into atoms. So these atoms is made up of 3 parts. Okay, we are going to see about that. Okay, so we have seen that the atom is made up of a proton, neutron and electrons. Okay, earlier you have studied that electrons are rotating into the orbits. Okay, so we have seen that, but we have seen that also that these are the elements, or these are the materials has some kind of charge in it. Basically it is come from the proton, neutron and electron. So if we are deciding that what charge is proton contains, what charge electron contains and what charge neutron contains, so we are going to see about that. The proton has a positive charge, okay, it contains the positive charge, electron contains the negative charge, and neutron is a constant, so it has a no charge, we can say that. So this types of study, that if proton has a positive charge, and then what kinds of positive charge, then what is the value of that positive charge, we are going to see that also. Also we are going to look about the electrons negative charge, what is the value of negative charge, okay. Then afterwards we are going to see about the neutrons value, and we are going to further see about the second topic. Then we are going to see the structure of atom. As we have started the chapter earlier, there I have told you that in this chapter we are going to see about the three parts mainly, okay, electron, proton and neutron. Basically it is made up, it will merge, and together they made up the atoms, okay. But in the chapter 3 we have seen that some of the scientists have not divided the atoms into the further categories, because there are no research going on there, okay. So that's why we haven't seen in the chapter 3 that what are the some subatomic particles. We have only see about the atoms, atoms, elements and molecules, and these types of study we have done already. Afterwards we are going to see about the nucleus of atom, okay. Into the nucleus atom, nucleus means what, if we are going to make the atom, then it will be made up like this, it will be the basic structure of the atom, okay. In that we are going to see about the middle portion, which contains the protons and neutrons. Basically what proton and neutrons contains, it is called the nucleus, okay. So in the nucleus it is a stable subatomic particle present in the atom. It will be the stable because it is not rotating, while if we are going to study about the electrons, it will be rotating around its orbit, so it will be mostly not stable. And due to this presence of electron, the sum of the elements get merged with another elements, and they are making some kinds of compounds. We have seen that in the chapter 3, okay. And due to that collision of electrons negativity charge and merged with the some parts, okay, it will be also called as a some kind of bond, okay. We are going to see that in the standard 10 that what is a some kinds of bond that will be made up by the elements, okay. Some of the elements, some of the compounds are made up by the covalent bonds like single covalent, double covalent and triple covalent due to the partnerships of electron. We are going to see that in standard 10, okay. But in that we are going to see that the nucleus has a two main subatomic particles, which are proton and neutron. Afterwards we are going to see about the electron. This is the most important topic because we are going to see that, and it will be also has connections regarding the standard 10th and 11th 12th science, okay. And you have already done the basic foundation course in our school, so you have already know that some of the things regarding the structure of atom. So electrons are basically rotating or revolving around the nucleus, and it will be rotating around in the structure and this shape like the orbitical shape. We are going to see that electrons are rotating in the orbit. Now some of you know that the electrons has a mainly rotating in the orbit, but it has a stability and it has a contains the number that how many electrons has to be rotate or revolve around the nucleus. In the first orbit, some of you know that how many electrons should be revolve around it. In the second orbit you will have to remember that how many electrons will revolve around it. So these are the things that we have to know about this chapter, and these are the things we are going to see in this chapter, that electrons has to be rotate revolve around the orbit, but in some kind of fundamental structure, that it cannot be revolve in the first orbit like it we have a 15 electrons, so it cannot be revolve the 15 electrons in the first orbit. It cannot be revolve in the second orbit. It also cannot be revolve in the third orbit. So for that we need to understand the concept that how many electrons has to be revolve in the first orbit, how many electrons has to be revolved in the second orbit, while how many electrons should be revolved in the third orbit, fourth orbit or fifth orbit, okay. So and then afterwards we are going to see about the distribution of electrons in a different shell. Okay, these are the connected topic. Whatever I am talking here is the topic that we have to study in this chapter. Like a distribution of electrons in the different shells, how can we categorize the different shells? For that, shells mean what? This orbit, okay, that present around the nucleus. Okay, basically these are the orbits. That the first orbit is known as the K orbit, second orbit is known as the L orbit, third orbit is known as a M orbit, and fourth is known as a N orbit. So we are going to see the distribution regarding the 4 orbit. Okay, we are going to see that electrons in a K orbit, how many maximum volume, maximum electrons will be come in the K orbit, how many maximum electrons will come in the L orbit, how many maximum electrons will come in the M orbit. We are going to see that. Afterwards, we are going to see about the atomic structure. Okay, that's there are so many elements present in this universe. So we are going to divide that, we are going to categorize that into the basis of the distributions of electrons. Okay, we are going to see that, so for example, we are going to see about the sodium. So sodium's sodium's atomic number is some kind of, and then we are going to divide on the basis of the electron into these 3 shells. Okay, these are the study we are going to do. After that, we are going to see about the valency. Valency means the blank spaces that present in this atom. Okay, or it has to be completely fulfilled by some other element. Otherwise, it cannot be made of this stable element. So it needs to be the stable element. That's why it is going to make some kind of bond with another element that are present in this universe. Okay, so we are going to see about that. And then on the basis of the electron, proton and neutron, there are so many scientists that have discovered and that has given us the basic mostly models regarding the structure of atom. For that, the Thomson has given us a model. Afterwards, Rutherford has given us the model. There are some kinds of drawbacks, like Rutherford has given the model, in that he has given the model regarding, he has not given us the concept regarding the electrons, he has given the concept regarding the protons and neutrons, and and he has given the concept of that electrons are not rotating, electrons are not revolving around the orbit. So also we are going to see about that some kinds of drawbacks from the Rutherford's model, and that these are the things that is actually not happened. Okay, afterwards, so many scientists have discovered that the proton and neutrons are present in the nucleus while the electrons are rotating around the orbits. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to see, because Rutherford's model has some kinds of drawback. So we are also going to see drawbacks of Rutherford's model. Then afterwards, Bohr's model is an actual model that we are going to see and actually accepted as the thing that we are going to study in the structure of atom. Then atomic number, mass number, we are going to study in this chapter, that what is the atomic number on the basis of number of proton and number of electron present in the element. If hydrogen has a number of electron and proton present is 1, then the atomic number is automatically 1. We are going to see that. The mass number is the addition of the proton and neutron. We are going to see that what is the mass number and how can it will be calculated. Okay, already you have seen that in the chapter number 3, we have already discussed in our classroom. And then what are the isotopes and isobars? Some of the elements have the same atomic number while have a different mass number. So that types of elements is known as isotopes, while some of the elements have the mass number same and atomic number is different. So that will be called as isobars. So these are the basic summary of the chapter that we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, the first thing that we are discussing in today's lecture is charged particles in the matter. Basically, atoms have 3 types of subatomic particle. We have already started the chapter with this. Okay, electron, proton and neutrons. Electrons are mostly negative charged, protons are positively charged, while neutrons has a no charge, or it will be considered in a constant charge. Okay, the mass of an electron is 1/2000 the mass of a hydrogen atom. the mass of the proton is equal to the mass of an hydrogen atom and is taken as a 1 unit. The mass of a neutron is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom and is taken a 1 unit. These are the same copy paste sentences that will become, okay. Basically we have seen in the mole concept or in a molecular mass that if we have to take some kind of reference to consider a 1 unit of mass. So in that we have seen that we have taken the, first of all we have taken the oxygen's molecular mass, that oxygen 16's molecular mass will be considered as a 1 AMU. Afterwards we have seen that we are going to take universally reference point of carbon, and carbon's atomic mass, molecular mass will be considered 12, and that will be concluded into the 1 AMU, and you have know that already that AMU is the atomic mass unit. Likewise that they have already referencing that points and they have categorized into that, and afterwards they have given us the mole mass into the electrons, protons and neutrons, okay. Then this is the same study that structure of atom is made up of 3 things, proton, neutron and electron. So that's it for today. We are going to conclude our lecture, okay, and okay. So thank you very much for reading this lecture, and I will give you some homework. So basically you can do this, okay. I will write this homework here. So you can see that in a white screen clearly. Explain basic 3 parts of atom. Into this you are just have to give a basic parts regarding the electrons, protons and neutrons that you have already learned in the foundation course, that what are the some 2 parts that you have learned for the electron, what are the some 2 parts that you have learned for the proton, and what are the some 2 parts you have learned for the neutron. Just basically in that points you can write about that proton has a positive charge, electron has a negative, neutron has no charge, what is the charge of proton, what is the charge of electron, and what is the charge of neutron. So you are going to you have to write that into your homework, okay. Only I am giving you one question of homework, you will have to submit in our VDVS application. I will put this homework in the VDVS application, so you will have to update yourself in the VDVS application also, okay. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for reading this lecture. If you had any kind of doubt, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can ask me personally in WhatsApp, or you can call me. Thank you very much.